Hey there, everybody. Don Evans here from WatchReport.com, and today I'm going to be giving you an overview of the Cobra Watches Crossfire 500 meter in the classic dial configuration. And of course, this one, as you can see, is the white dial. This is also available in a black dial. Your price is $599. Your specs are as follows: a 42 millimeter wide cushion shaped case, 50 millimeter lug to lug. You do get a sapphire crystal, 14 millimeters thick, 22 millimeter lugs, and it runs on a Miyota 9015 automatic movement. Disclaimer here: this Hirsch rubber strap is not included. This is the strap that you get the watch on. I've been personally wearing and testing this watch out in the strap, and I thought I'd leave it on here just so you could see what it would look like on a different style strap. Of course, 22 millimeter lugs, canvas, rubber, leather, whatever you have would work on this as well. So let me give you a nice look here at this dial. Personally, I am in love with this dial. Actually, I'll be honest, so far I'm pretty much in love with this watch. Let me wipe off my fingerprints there off that domed, very slightly domed, by the way, sapphire crystal. It's a very, very slight dome. But as I was saying, I'm personally really in love with this watch. I've been wearing it now for about a week or two, and I have not yet to find a fault with it. But of course, click on the eye in the upper right-hand part of the screen. It'll take you to the full review at watchreport.com. But here you have that nice spear or harpoon style hour hand. You could see that all the applied markers are filled with Lume. Very clean dial too. At first I didn't know how I would feel about the Cobra anchor logo there, but I actually like the way that's done. That is also loomed as well. And you got that cross hatch down here with Crossfire and your automatic 500 meters. Bezel action is superb in my opinion. As you can see, there is no play in this bezel whatsoever, and it ratchets very nicely. I guess maybe the only thing I could say is maybe would have liked to see that the steel bezel filled in there on the markers on the bezel. This of course is a screw down crown, being that the watch is 500 meters water resistant, and the crown is very, very solid. No issues at all whatsoever in my opinion. Take a look at the case back here. You do have a polished case back. You got that Cobra logo with the anchor there. Vancouver Watch Corporation, because Cobra Watches is out of Canada. What I like here is that they went with a solid case back, and I'm sure if you've been watching any of my videos here or reading my reviews on watchreport.com, I keep complaining about bland movements and exhibition case backs, especially when it comes to a dive watch. And it's nice to see a dive watch with a solid case back again. Seems a lot of microbrands are not doing that for some reason. But a really, really nice watch. It does come with this almost suede-like black leather strap. It's actually a very nice strap, and you could see where I was wearing it here, where the crease is. So you could see how much room you have left. I have a 7.5-inch wrist. And it comes with a nice signed buckle. Of course, you have your warranty card. It comes with a little dog tag. And it all comes in this zippered pouch. So let me show it to you on my 7.5-inch wrist, so you can see how it wears case-wise. I love the fact that this is 42 millimeters instead of 44. That's for me personally, because this is a size that I really like to wear these days. And I think, whether it's Facebook groups or some forums that I'm a part of, and, just paying attention to watch enthusiasts, there's a lot of guys, not all. Everybody, we're all in a different category. One guy likes 50 millimeter watches, one guy still likes 46. Some guys like under 40 millimeters. But I see a lot of guys that love the 42 millimeter size, and especially the 50 millimeter lug to lug, because if you have a 6.5 or a 7-inch wrist, you go much bigger than 50 millimeter lug to lug, and you're going to have a lot of overhang. So this is a nice watch for that demographic, or if you just like a smaller watch in general. In my opinion, it doesn't really wear small either because of that cushion case. I bet you, well, you can actually see how nice the Lume is there. If I just shut off even one of my overhead lights, you could see this Lume is excellent. Of course, for full Lume shots, check out the full review at watchreport.com. Hey, you know what? Here, let me turn off my other light real quick. I still have one light going, but there, look at that. And as I said, the logo is lumed as well. So if you're a Lume junkie, you're not going to have an issue with this watch. So if you want to see more, click on the eye in the upper right hand part of the screen. Take you over to the full review on watchreport.com, where I give you the full Monty, if you will, and tell you what I think about this watch. Leave a like or a comment here on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll never miss another review. Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and of course Instagram. This has been a look at the Cobra Watches Crossfire 500 meter with classic dial. This has been Don Evans for watchreport.com. I'll see you guys on the next video.